Man hid an ex-girlfriend's closet to surprise her with flowers. It's a love story, kids. Then killed the new boyfriend she came home with. Gentlemen, why do you insist on continuously popping up on these women that don't want you anymore? Get back out there and get in the game, champ. You can fumble a much better quality of a woman if only you would stop looking back and chasing the past. It's unhealthy to keep wanting to lose the same woman over and over and over again when there are so many gorgeous, wholesome women out there that you can fumble them all. Dream bigger, King. That's all I'm saying. A 23-year-old man in Texas, it's always Texas. What are you going for? The record? Is accused of hiding in his ex-girlfriend's home while she was out and then killing her new boyfriend when the couple returned to her residence. So you didn't know if they were going to be back in an hour, 2 hours, if they were coming back at all. You were just trapped in a closet, hungry and funky for the whole time. Shiateek Wilson, that is an ethnic name, was taken into custody over the weekend and charged with 1 count of murder in the slaying of 35-year-old Noel Denzel Miller, court records show. At 23 years old, you could have been out working on your next failed relationship. In the early morning hours on Sunday, deputies with the Bexar County Sheriff's Office responded to a report of a shooting at a residence in the 7300 block of Rovine Trail in Converse, about 265 miles southwest of Dallas. Why would you say 265 miles southwest of Dallas? To try to make it seem like they're in the boonies or in the sticks or something, when you could have easily said they're 15 miles outside of San Antonio. Why is that? Upon arriving, first responders located the victim, later identified as Miller, lying on a bed in an upstairs room suffering from what appeared to be multiple gunshot wounds. The San Antonio Express News reported he was pronounced dead on the scene. Damn. The girlfriend, who was not being identified, told investigators that she and Miller had gone out that evening and returned about 2 a.m. Sunday morning. He was probably in there since like noon, sitting in the closet while the woman went to the bathroom to take a shower. Miller reportedly went to the laundry room to retrieve some clothes. More recently, you had Keenan Williams, who hid in his ex-girlfriend's bushes for hours, waiting for her new boyfriend, Cole Pitter, to show up so he could ambush and fatally shoot him. Then you had Stanford Stokes, who shot his ex-girlfriend's new boyfriend while they were in bed together. It doesn't win you the woman. It never does. And what did you think? That these women weren't going to have any action lined up? They've always had action lined up in the DMs, at the store, at work, out and about. They just didn't want to do you dirty. But once it was official that y'all were done up, it doesn't take that much explaining to let men know that they're available. What did you think? They were holding back because she had a man? Since when did that stop anything? She was the one stopping the motion. A short while later, the woman said she was startled by the sound of several gunshots. She ran into the bedroom and found the injured Miller on the bed. In the doorway, she saw Wilson, whom she identified as her ex-boyfriend, holding a black handgun. This is extremely frightening because it's not uncommon to hear that he shot her and then shot himself. These stories can always get worse very quickly. Wilson reportedly said something about the woman playing games with him before taking off downstairs with her cell phone. As the woman pleaded for Wilson to return the phone so she could call 911, he allegedly threw her phone back upstairs and told her not to tell on him. Oh yeah, sure. The Express News reported, citing a probable cause affidavit. Wilson then fled the home on foot. The woman said her ex likely fled to a friend's house in the 800 block of Chestnut Manor, about a mile away from her home. Authorities located him at the address. So you killed somebody and then ran to my crib? I would be tight. In an interview with detectives, Wilson allegedly admitted to shooting Miller, but asserted it was in self-defense, claiming Miller pointed a gun at him. Did they find another gun on this guy? San Antonio CBS affiliate KENS reported. This is the same thing Stanford Stokes tried to say, that it was self-defense. You broke into their home. You were uninvited in their home. This guy was in the closet. This man could have shot you and been well within his rights too. There was no self-defense. You're not supposed to be there. Per the report, Wilson said he got to his ex-girlfriend's house at about 1 a.m. So it's 1 o'clock in the morning. You're not invited. They don't know you're coming. This is not your girlfriend anymore and you're hiding in the closet. If the prosecution wants to, they might be able to try the death penalty on you because burglary was involved in this also, and somebody died as a result of your burglary. Planning to surprise her with gifts of flowers, money, and cocaine. There you go, the main character. When he found she wasn't home, he said he snuck in and hid in the closet to await her arrival. When she got home with Miller, Wilson said he tried to sneak back out of the home but claimed Miller spotted him and pulled out a gun. I would love to know if they found another gun anywhere on the premises or on that person. Wilson stated that he only fired his weapon at Miller because Miller had pointed a gun at him. He would be well within his rights to do so because you were not supposed to be there. You're an intruder at this point and nothing but an intruder. Claiming he shot Miller in self-defense, the affidavit reportedly states. Coke, now it all makes sense. That sure spackles in a few of the plot holes, doesn't it? Just how much of this cocaine was he doing while he was in the closet waiting for them to maybe come home? A peace offering of yayo and flowers to resuscitate a dead romance. Sounds like something that someone would do that's fumbled their woman more than a few times, but this time I guess he was a bump late and a bouquet short. As he fled the scene, Wilson said he jumped over multiple fences and discarded the weapon. He's all coked up running a decathlon inside the home. Investigators said they found multiple fire cartridge casings and what appeared to be bullet holes. Wilson is currently being held in Bexar County Jail on $300,000 bond. Records show it was not immediately clear when he was scheduled to make his next court appearance. Let his ass sit for a minute. Of course, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. I'd love to hear your opinions on this. You can't be afraid to drop the ball, buddy. You gotta muff a few punts before you can run one all the way back.